Hello, I'm Darcy, and I work at Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster is a publishing house. What's a publishing house? It's a place where we make books, which is so exciting. I love books, which is why I am thrilled to be able to read a very special book to you right now. It's called The Year We Learned to Fly, written by Jacqueline Woodson. That means Jacqueline Woodson put down all the words, and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. That means he did all the pictures. I love this book. I'm just so thrilled to share it with you. Some pretty pictures. That was the year we learned to fly. What do you see over here? What do you think that is? Could it maybe be a pupa? Do you know what a pupa is? A pupa is what a butterfly comes out of. Maybe we'll see some butterflies in this book. That was the spring. It rained. The rain seemed like it would never stop. And the thunder boomed so hard, we weren't allowed to go outside. I love being outside. Being stuck inside would be so hard for me. What do you think? Do they look happy to be inside? Or do you think they'd rather go play outside? How about the people down here? Do they look happy to be inside? Do you think they'd rather go outside? Use those beautiful and brilliant minds of yours, my grandmother said. Lift your arms, close your eyes, and take a deep breath and believe in a thing. Somebody, somewhere, at some point, was just as bored as you are now. That looks like a very smart grandmother to me. I think she's got good things to say. Can you see her earrings? What do you think they are? They look like butterflies to me. So my brother and I closed our eyes, and for the first few minutes that first day, we weren't stuck in our apartment anymore. Look, where do you think they are if they're not in their apartment? Maybe outside, playing? Where do you go when you close your eyes? Do you close your eyes and imagine someplace really fun? I do too. We were flying over the city we'd known our whole lives, but it was suddenly different, exploding with every kind of flower we'd ever dreamed of growing. These are some beautiful flowers, don't you think? Just beautiful. Can you maybe tell me what some of the colors are in these flowers? How about this one? Yes, that's yellow. How about this? Yeah, that's pink. And what do we see here? Is that a butterfly? How about this? Do we have a little bird that's following us through this book? Very exciting. That was the summer we learned to fly, when my brother and I couldn't stop fussing with each other over whose turn it was to wash the windows, to feed the dog, to clean the kitchen. We fought and frowned and made silent promises to never speak to each other ever again. Do you sometimes fight with your brother or your sister? I have a little brother. We sometimes fight, but we always make up in the end. My grandmother said, lift your arms, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and stop being so mean about everything. Somebody, somewhere, at some point was just as mad as you are now. Do you sometimes get mad? I sometimes get mad. Oh, look, more butterflies. And here's that bird again. So we did. And as the soft wind took us over the city and past the windows of kids who hadn't yet learned to fly, my brother and I reached for each other's hands, flying and diving and laughing and leaving all of our mad far behind us. Well, that sounds like fun. It's good to have a place where you can leave your mad far behind you. That was the autumn our rooms felt too big and lonely, with only us in them and the darkness coming on so fast. But while we hugged ourselves against the too quiet of it all, we remembered that we didn't have to be stuck anywhere anymore. Looks like they're reading a book too. How fun. My grandmother learned to fly from people who came before. They were the aunts and uncles and cousins who were brought here on huge ships, their wrists and ankles cuffed in iron. But, my grandmother said, nobody can cuff your beautiful and brilliant mind. Do you know what brilliant means? It means very smart. So our people learned to fly, she said. They dreamed a thing and made it happen, closed their eyes and flew away home. Lift your arms, my grandmother said. Close your eyes and remember somebody somewhere at some point had to figure out that they could fly. Look at this. Can you see all the people in the leaves here? These are all the people who learned to fly by closing their eyes and embracing their imagination. And can you see the grandmother here? The girl looks happy, doesn't she? That was the winter we moved away from the building and the block and the friends we'd always known. How do you think the kids look here? Oops. Do they look happy? Do they look sad? How do you think they feel about moving away from all their friends? I would be sad. To the street where the kids looked at us funny and didn't even answer when we asked them if they wanted to play. It's okay, I said to my brother. Somebody somewhere at some point had to figure out that they were ready for a new thing coming their way. Would you want to play with these kids? I want to play with these kids. They seem like lots of fun. So like the people who came before us, we lifted our arms. Let's all do that together. Let's lift our arms even higher. Close our eyes even tighter. Breathe in even deeper. Let's take a deep breath together. And flew the way we'd always known how to. Free as the aunties and uncles and cousins who'd come before us. Free as our own beautiful and brilliant minds. Look at all the butterflies. Think we can count the butterflies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies and 1 bird. For a long time, the kids on the ground watched us. Then one by one, they lifted their arms. One by one, they too learned to fly. Look at all the kids with the butterfly wings. How do you think they got those wings? Do you think they used their imagination? Do you think that they decided to become friends with the kids from the story? I think so. There's more information in the back of this book about Jacqueline Woodson's inspiration for writing it. And you can check it out at your local library. Thank you so much for listening. I had so much fun reading this book with you.